UFO encounter. The following happened during a hypnosis session. The client, who we shall call Cindy, grew up in a semi-rural English town. Her life had not been packed with paranormal activities, and yet this event happened in late 1979. She was 17 years old. Cindy recalls leaving her house in the darkening early evening. It was Christmas Eve, and as she cycled in the darkness to feed and check her horse, what happened next can only be explained as extraordinary. Sighting strange lights in the sky on her way to the stable, this has had a vivid memory for her. She recalls telling people about the craft and what happened next. Sometime between leaving the stables, much to the consternation of her parents, she returned home 3 hours late. She has no recollection of the missing time. To discover more, she sought to undergo hypnosis to try and recover what she had forgotten, or what she was programmed not to remember. The following is an abridged, revoiced story to protect her and other people's identities. This is her story. I want to take you back to a specific night on a cold December evening.
I was on my bike, riding down a dark country road beneath an incredibly bright and starlit sky. As I looked to my left, I saw a star, but this wasn't just any star. It was brighter, bigger, and it seemed out of place. It wasn't the North Star.
I can imagine your curiosity was sparked.
I stopped my bike, and that's when I noticed it. It started to move. Not like a plane, not like anything I'd ever seen. It was coming closer, over a paddock. A woman walking her bike past me, and I felt this intense urge to ask her, "Can you see that?" But something stopped me, a feeling that I shouldn't.
Once the person had left, did you feel safe? What happened next?
I continued cycling, and it continued to move with me. When I stopped, it stopped. This went on for a few minutes, the silent, ethereal dance. As I got closer to a line of old thatched houses, it became clearer that it wasn't the star. It was lower, closer.
And what happened next?
I stopped at a give way sign. There was nothing but me and this object hovering over the paddock. And then a strange thought came to me, a completely illogical but undeniable urge. If there's something there watching me, I thought, I should say hello. I raised my right hand and waved, and in that instant, the bright light went out. It became a dark, almost cylindrical shape, and then little red lights appeared. I watched it for a couple minutes, maybe. Then just as suddenly as it had appeared, it shot across the road I was about to turn onto and disappeared.
And then you continued on to feed the horse?
Yes, and I told a friend at the stables what had happened, and that was it for the night, or so I thought.
And then you left the stables. What happened after that?
On my way home, as I approached the first corner from the stables, I felt a familiar sensation, a bright, shining light on the ground pulling me.
You walked towards it, this light?
Yes. No. I feel like I had no choice. It was like a tunnel, and I found myself travelling through it, surrounded by pure white light. And then I was in a large, incredibly bright room.
And what did you see next? And were you on your own?
And there were others, not human, yet human-like, taller than me, but with smaller cylindrical fingers. They communicated not with words from their mouths, but directly to my mind. It was a clear, telepathic connection. They were interested in me. They conveyed that I had contacted them, that I had seen them before as a child, though I couldn't recall it at the moment. They weren't dangerous. I felt safe. And then they gave me a profound message. Something about my right hand, like it was a signal. They told me I was a healer, that I could help people through touch, through my spiritual connection.
And what did they look like?
Very bright, large dark eyes, no body hair, smooth skin, and kind of translucent. Light surrounded them.
After this, was there anything else?
I can't recall. I know there was more, but I can only remember the healing words.
And what was the inside of the ship like? Could you see anything? Control panel or instruments?
No, it was an empty space, but so bright. Soon I was walking home, and for over 3 hours had been lost. People wondered where I had gone. This wasn't just a fleeting encounter. These beings, this experience, it left an indelible mark.
Is there anything else here?
No.
Let's move forward then. Did you have any other encounters?
Yes, about 3 months later I was at a beach and I saw the craft. It was over the ocean in the bright daytime. No one else could see it. It was the same craft, I believe. They were just checking in, observing, and that feeling of connection, that benevolent presence, was still there. Over time I became more physically attuned, hearing their voices, receiving their messages, but it was overwhelming, and I asked them to stop, and they did, and sometimes I regret that.
But that ability, the gift, is still within you. It's like an old tap that's been turned off. It might be a little rusty at first, but it can be opened again. And now, with the wisdom of hindsight, you can understand. You can control it. You can tap into that knowledge, that help, when you choose. Know that this gift is grounded in love, kindness, hope, patience, and understanding. This is the most powerful truth. And that truth, when connected to love, is unstoppable.
This entire experience, from the unexpected sighting to the profound encounter, has taught me the incredible power of observation. We can't change the past, we can't modify it, but we can revisit it. We can observe it, understand it, and integrate it into who we are today. It allows us to process, to heal, to understand the deeper meaning of our lives and the strength we gain from every experience, the joys and even the pain, because ultimately those experiences build us, empowering us to help each other more effectively.
And have you seen them again?
No, but I hope to. I often feel a presence.
That's okay now, Cindy. You can reorientate yourself to the room. As I listened to this unfold in my clinic, I was struck by the calmness and the certainty that Cindy showed. So what incredible experiences have shaped your life? What mysteries have you encountered? And what do you see now as the wisdom of hindsight? Have you encountered something that defied explanation? Something so outside your understanding that you simply had no words for it? Our brains are wired to categorize, to label, and to comprehend. But what happens when we come face to face with the truly unknown?